Hi, come on in. Welcome to the village at Silverleaf. I'm Kim Cullum.
Rod Cullum. The village at Silverleaf is a 19-lot development we did starting a few years ago. And this is the last home available at the village. This is what we call lot 2801. And it's on the market at $3,825,000. And it's a great plan that we're going to show you today. And of course, while we do that, we want to highlight one of our great long-term trade partners we've had, Kohler. So come on in, and we'll take you
From the beginning. Yes.
This is the great room here at 2801. And we have a kitchen, dining to great room, which is a very popular kitchen plan that we're doing not only here, but we're incorporating these kind of great rooms at our Phoenician project that we're just kicking off. Unlike this great old world look, which we did here at Silverleaf, which really replicates a lot of what's going on with the clubhouse, we're moving more to the contemporary, but in this house, we kept with the theme of what the clubhouse was. So what we're excited about is having Kohler here today, and Katie Baker is with Kohler, and she is going to show us all the things Kohler has to offer. And Kim and I have been for 35 years partners with Kohler, and one of the things that we have found to be not only great as their, of course, plumbing and tubs and toilets and all the great things they do. And we found out, it's a secret now, but Kohler.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Kohler has maybe the best chocolates. They now have all kinds of chocolates, and what's great is you can order these online. And so, of course, keeping up with the 8th version of Cocktails with the Cullum, I'm going to pour some great Cabernet red wine. We happen to have a canvas today. And we're going to enjoy some red wine and some Kohler chocolates while we learn all about Kohler from Katie.
And I do want to ask you,
Yes.
just confirm the rumor, because we thought, well, Kohler and chocolates, not exactly what you would expect. And we were told that Mr. Kohler Sr. loves chocolate.
Yes,
And
that's
therefore, he decided that Kohler, in addition to the wonderful plumbing products that they have, why not have chocolate as well? And so is that how that started?
Absolutely, yeah, that is how it started. Mr. Kohler loves turtles, if you're familiar with that type of chocolate, and just couldn't find one that met his taste level. So he partnered with some chocolatiers and worked to create
The perfect turtle.
And they are truly the perfect turtle. They are to die for. They have a little bit of salt on top, and they are delicious. So I hope you guys enjoy them. And it's great to be here today. Like you mentioned, Kohler and Cullum Homes have been long partners together, mostly because I think we both want to provide a best-in-class experience for our customers. So I'm excited to be here today to talk with you about that partnership and all the awesome new things Kohler has to share. So,
Not to interrupt, I'll just send
Yes.
your wine back here.
oh, thank you. Yes. Well, I'll be talking and moving a lot, so I definitely will need that after. But we have some great new faucets today to show you. Of course, we could start by talking about our artifacts collection, which you see here. It matches beautifully with the traditional design aesthetic in this house. But one thing about Kohler Company is that we really focus not only on the design, but the performance of the faucets as well. So I don't know if you guys have some of these great spray technologies in your home, but that's one of the things I love best about the Kohler kitchen faucets, and I can show you how that works. The majority of our faucets have this aerate function, but by switching the toggle, you're able to get this very soft spray. And this is a gentle spray that can easily clean any fruits or vegetables. It's really gentle, and it just feels really good on your skin too. We've actually incorporated this in the shower head as well. Yeah, it's been so popular. And then my favorite is the sweep spray. And if you can see this here, it actually pushes the water into a broom almost. And I use this, it can spray off anything. I have 3 kids at home who love ketchup on everything. So I use this to clean off, dry it off. Ketchup, you can use it to clean down in the corners of your sink and sweep the food down the drain. So this is a super great function that the Kohler faucets offer. So like I said, not only getting beauty, but functionality too. And another—
So Katie, for
yes.
35 years,
Yes.
I just turned it on, turned it off. I didn't know it did all those things.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know if back in the day they did all that, but nowadays you can get all these
And so
great
all these
technologies.
different lines have that same technology?
As we move forward, we're going to start seeing these spray technologies on our newer faucet collections. Yes.
Excellent. Oh, good.
Yeah, and what you see here, this is our Grace collection. This is one of our newest faucet collections. You'll notice in matte black, this is very hot right now. Matte black is definitely trending, and we expect it to stay around for a while. And what you'll notice here is you have 3 different versions of this faucet. So you can go with a semi-pro if you're that, at-home chef. It kind of gives that a little bit more of a commercial look in the design. And then you have your standard primary faucet and then a secondary or bar faucet.
This gives you the pull down technology.
Yes, and what's great about Kohler faucets is we have what's called Docnetic inside the faucet. So if you've ever had a droopy faucet in your kitchen that just kind of hangs there and looks sad, Kohler actually puts magnets inside the arc of the spout that will help lock that head into place. So it will always look as beautiful as the day you got it, which is a really nice feature as well. Another thing about our Kohler faucets is they have a limited lifetime warranty. So as long as you live in the home, we will warranty the faucet for the original owners. So I know that's really important to you and your homeowners.
Well, for Kim and I, this is our 13th home.
It is.
So we don't last beyond anyone's warranty. But for most of our
it's good to
customers,
know.
yeah, it's good to know. But most of our customers are in their homes for years and years, and we've always prided ourselves on long-term warranties. I know it's Kohler has as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what makes Kohler Company so special. We were talking earlier about Kohler Company actually still being privately owned and operated. It is ran by the 4th generation of Kohler family, and that really gives us the ability to do things like industry-leading warranties that maybe other plumbing manufacturers might not be able to offer.
And you know, something else I'd like to add right there, it's pretty amazing, but Kohler is coming up on their 150th anniversary in a couple of years.
Yes, that's
so
true.
to stay around, family owned for 150 years, almost unheard of. You got to be doing a lot of things right.
Yeah, and I'd love to if you'd share. We actually still have our headquarters in Kohler, Wisconsin, which is about an hour north of Milwaukee. So I know you said you had a great time when you guys went back.
Yeah.
We still have manufacturing plants there, so you're able to tour the plant. Hopefully, after COVID, and you could actually see the products being made and the hand care that goes into creating these beautiful products. It's pretty special.
It was a great
to see.
experience. It was. Yeah.
Well, and what we're excited about is, Kohler's always led the industry in design, and as you can see with the artifacts, we use a lot of the Purist line, and now they found out about the Graze line, we're using it as well. But all the trends are going toward the contemporary, and I really do think this blackened faucet, the windows we're using in all of our homes now are the steel look windows, and these faucets will really go with the architecture of our homes now.
I'm curious, what are your most popular finishes? Have they changed recently, or?
I do. I feel like they definitely have changed. I think like maybe 5 years ago, matte black was something people would be afraid of. But like I had mentioned, we warranty our finishes for life. So our customers can put in the black faucets with confidence that will last. And it's definitely been growing. If you've seen the gold trend, brushed gold right now is really strong.
Yeah.
And I'd even say polished gold is coming back to like a polished brass. I'm starting to see that, which people get like flashbacks of the 80s and hate it.
Well, we've been around long enough to be having those flashbacks.
I know, my flashback's more of the 70s.
Okay. Yeah, I know people, it's like love or hate, but I'm starting to see the polished brass
I
coming.
don't quite go back to the modern mid-50s, but you know.
But I'm liking the matte black.
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
And you're right, we are getting asked for that more and more from
black?
our clients, yes, very popular.
Well, and like you said, it just complements the design and the windows so nicely, or the hardware that you can find.
Right.
And it does go, it can either go contemporary or transitional. It
Very
can go
transitional,
traditional as well, which is really nice. And the gold too. That's definitely something we, anticipated but didn't necessarily expect.
So when we were looking earlier, since we're talking about all things kitchen here, I guess, the sink that we have been so popular with is these large open sinks like this, and a lot of people go to the farm sink, and now that you have the new Taylor?
Yes, the new Taylor sink. So our Whitehaven
Why don't we
sink
come around here and
is
take a look at it?
our most popular apron front sink, but we also offer it in a stainless steel option. So if you're going with something a little bit more contemporary, you can go stainless steel. And what's beautiful about this design, I don't know if you can see it here, this is the Taylor. It comes with these curated designs, so you can select any of these aprons that we create, or you could get a tile-in option. So when you have a beautiful backsplash, like something you see here, you can actually take that tile or even the countertop and put it into the apron front and incorporate that design.
Oh, that's
So,
a great idea.
yeah, it really takes that custom home.
Well, which, if you remember what we did at our model at 7 Desert Mountain, Wolf Sub-Zero now, we're using their cooktop, and they have the apron front, and so the knobs are actually in the apron. You could carry that now across to the sink and really have that match, high-end look. So it's a great new product. I didn't know about that until today.
Yeah, we're still seeing the apron fronts be a big trend in the kitchen space. We've added a couple to our collection, so such as the Taylor. We have a new cast iron thin wall design, which is really beautiful. And another thing we're seeing trends in the kitchen, sink-wise, is accessories. So we're seeing a lot of people wanting to cook at home, having, those accessories to chop, strain, wash, all in, your sink. Those are some great things that we're seeing added.
And those actually span the sink, if I remember right.
Yeah, they'll just go right over the top.
Right.
And we even have the ability to add a cutting board, almost like a butcher block cover, to enclose the sink so you can use the whole surface if you need for a party or entertaining. We also brought today, we have our Callista line. This is our newest collection from Callista called Juxtapose. And it's really beautiful, and you could see another trend here with your eye if you look close. This is a two-tone finish here, so you're mixing the stainless with the silver, and that really is something that we're seeing growing quite a bit too. I don't know if you guys are, well, I could kind of see here with your hardware on the handles and the windows, we're seeing a lot more mixing and matching of finishes, which in the past was a big no-no. But people are starting to do that quite a bit, and so you can really see that embraced here in this faucet.
But they're not going back to the Rolex look.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this faucet actually comes in black and gold, so
Well, it's kind of like that.
you can get close.
In the early 80s, we did a lot of homes that were Rolex, and that was the chrome and polished
Brass.
brass.
Yeah, I don't know if polished brass will be mixed yet, but I don't know. Who knows?
So we have the Callista here. Why don't we go into the owner's suite? I think we have
Sure.
some more Callista.
Absolutely.
And so we will travel with our wine, and at least I will.
Okay, let's go ahead and take
Let's
a
go.
look.
And of course, we have the rock and roll music coming.
Yes, well, I don't know if I have rock and roll, but I do have some music. So this is a beautifully designed space. I love to see the artifacts in here. If you'll notice, the artifacts here in the lab faucet will match back to the kitchen. So the beautiful thing about this collection is that the escutcheon here on the bottom will tie back throughout the home. So it really carries that design theme throughout the space. And
we have the Artifacts tub, or the tub faucet, and the
freestanding tub, yep. And you'll notice this tub is cast iron, which is a really beautiful material. We're still making cast iron in Kohler, Wisconsin, which is one of the things we talked about seeing, which is so cool.
Yeah.
And for Kohler cast iron, just like in the kitchen sink, we guarantee for life it won't chip, crack, or burn. So again, as long as your homeowners are living here, or even if it's just a year, we warranty that for life. So today we are going to show our newest Kohler Moxie shower head. And if you're familiar with our Moxie in the past, you know this is the shower head, how it would come out. And the water is going to come through these silicone spray face here, which is really nice. You can wipe this clean, especially in Arizona, right? We get hard water everywhere. So all you have to do in the shower, and even with our standard shower heads, like this beautiful Artifact shower head here, you just run your thumb on it in the shower and it just cleans off all that debris that might get stuck there. And it comes with this speaker that actually locks into place. So as you're showering, you can listen to music. Let's see if I can get it to play. All right. So what's neat about this shower head is we've made some upgrades to the 2.0 version where you're actually able to control the sound. So you can turn it down if your kids are screaming for you.
Yeah.
Or
my original Moxie that we had in our last house didn't have that.
Yep.
So you'd have to like reach out and hit your phone or something.
Exactly.
So this is a great ad.
Exactly. So when you're stopping one in the shower or your favorite song comes on, you can simply just use the volume on the side to turn it up. You can also change the channel or pause it if you want. And then there's also an on-off button.
And what's great about it is you have the dock here, so if you just have the shower head, since it's waterproof, you can take it in and not change your shower head necessarily.
Absolutely. Yep, you could just use it as a Bluetooth speaker if you want. You could take it out on the patio, wherever you want to go. This can go with you and hook up with Bluetooth and play anything that you'd like. So over here we also have our newest Callista bathroom faucet. This is called the Klein. And I know this is a big favorite among gentlemen. It's very handsome. And you'll notice again, we have the two-tone design here. So you'll notice the mix in the finish on that faucet. And all of this is fully customizable. We have several different finish options you can choose from. And we also brought some fun sinks that you can take a look at. These materials are actually materials that you can get in a bathroom sink. It's part of our Artist Editions collection.
Yeah, and the Callista, this line of Callista, this is so spectacular.
I think this one is your favorite, huh?
That's my favorite for a vanity.
Yes, and this actually was inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Waters, if you're familiar with that building.
yeah.
Sure.
You can kind of see that a little bit in the handles here. That's something that's unique about the Callista collection is we really think about it more as artwork, as almost a sculpture for the space. And so everything's really thought out about, how the handles will set and stack, almost like a floating stair as well. That was some other design inspiration for it. So if you're not familiar with the Callista line, I encourage you to take a look because we have a lot of unique precious metals and stones that you can get inlaid into the handles. So if you're looking for something really special, we have St. Louis crystal handles. That is actually a company of Hermes, and they work for 10 years, these artisans, before they even can touch a piece of crystal to begin carving it. And you can actually have those in your home, and it really creates a big statement piece for your guests to see something that beautiful in your bathroom as a faucet. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, Callista is a great compliment to the Kohler line. So, well, all these hand-painted sinks. We've been back to the Kohler factory, and it's amazing to watch the people in the area that does this, where they are hand painting the sinks and then putting them in the kiln and coming back and doing another layer. And it's just a fascinating process. So it's not just hot and cold water. It is a piece of art, and we've always enjoyed being partners with Kohler, and just the quality from the more price conscious level of Kohler, all the way to the top of the line, and it's just a great way to offer our customers the full range.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that is amazing, all the different, now this is just one sample of it. We use so many glass sinks, and they range in, I don't know, 15 colors or so.
Yeah, we have quite a bit of different colors. You can get them clear or painted undersides. It's really unique. I've seen these glass sinks in children's baths, and you can actually light underneath the sink, so it can be used as a night light at night. So that's something kind of fun that I've seen with these glass sinks.
I haven't done that. Maybe one
There you go. There's
Something
a fun
new.
idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of these special materials being used, and definitely a lot more technology like the Moxie. That's a big trend we're seeing in both the kitchen and bathroom space too.
Yeah.
One of the things we love to talk about with our customers is putting digital in their showers, which kind of sounds scary. So people are like, what? But we've been doing it now for over 10 years.
And that, what's the shower? I know we put those in, and it's got the
DTV Plus.
DTV Plus,
yes.
yeah.
And that really makes such, if your homeowners are looking for that spa-like experience, this is the way to get it. It's completely touch screen. There's user presettings, so you can set it and really forget it. So if you have multiple users in there, they're able to say, I enjoy a shower head and a hand shower and a body spray, but my spouse likes the rain and I like this temperature. So you're able to put those in as a presetting, and then every time you hit that button, it will turn on perfectly how you want it. You also can incorporate steam, lights, and sound. So all of that can be all tied in from just the touch of a button.
Yeah, well, we're seeing that probably in about half a dozen homes a year, where the people do the DTV shower system, and they're pretty special.
They are.
The first time I got to use that was back at Kohler.
Oh yeah.
And out at Whistling Straits, they had one of the first installations ever out there. I hear there's a story about Tiger Woods spending hours in the shower.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that. No, that makes sense. So, well, now with the setup we have now, you're able to actually have a spa experience in there and have 2 different zones of temperature.
Right.
And there's an energized spa experience, a relaxing spa experience, and you can select that, and it moves, the different water temperatures through your body to create a reaction. And we get a lot of athletes that really enjoy that experience with the steam too, because it's really good for them after they've played a hard game.
We've had a couple customers that actually are their second home and their second version of
the DTV? Oh, that's great.
The first, and they say the second one is like,
well, and now
it's kind of like Moxie, you just keep making everything a little better.
Exactly, and now they can actually add our new Kohler Connect to it. And what that does is that allows them to control it from their phone. So if they wake up in the morning and you're laying in bed and you want to start your shower and get it warm, you can do that all from your phone. Or let's say you're driving in, pulling in from a long day, you can start your shower and then come right in and just wash that day away. So,
Katie, thank you for all the information and all
course.
the new technologies that Kohler is coming out with.
Absolutely.
And Kim and I have looked forward to many more years working with Kohler.
As do we.
And as you know, we're starting, and we have one left at Silverleaf here. This is 2801, and we're about halfway through, or close to hitting the halfway point of our Phoenicians and sales, and it's going to all feature Kohler. And you've already shown us some really great new things to work toward on that project. And so thank you.
Absolutely.
And we'll have to go eat your turtle.
Yes, let's go get it.
And thank you, everyone, and look forward to seeing you at version number 9 next time of Cocktails with the Cullums.